What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I am a full-time media reseller. I go around to thrift stores like today, scan all the books, CDs, DVDs, see what's profitable to send into Amazon, and this is how I live my life. We are outside of Mount Joy Gift and Thrift today. The topic of the video is basically the reason why you're finding nothing at your thrift stores, right? So I'm gonna cover that after we get in here and scan. You guys will see my Scoutly screen as I go in there and scan everything. Just tells you whether or not you're buying it. All you need is a little Bluetooth scanner. Mine's is already in my pocket because I stopped at Goodwill before I came here and I didn't record. But I swear I actually do this. There you go. It was stuck. Yeah, I probably should get a new one, but hey, I'm too cheap to buy a new one, right? As long as this thing still scans, I ain't complaining. Even if I gotta like hot glue it to my finger, right? So we're gonna see what we get out of here. And I chose this store specifically for this topic, and I'll kind of cover that afterwards. But there is a reason here that this used to be one of my better thrift stores, and now it no longer is. I mean, there's always a reason for these trends, right, within your stores. Why this store is doing real well, while this one isn't giving you nothing. There's always a reason behind everything that's going on. If you're interested in being around like-minded people and kind of leveling up your media business, I strongly recommend joining the YouTube membership for $2.99. It's cheaper than a Happy Meal. That's going to be my new slogan for the membership. It's cheaper than a Happy Meal. We have like 6 coaching calls a month. eBay, Amazon, every single week. We got a private Discord with over 100 members. People just crushing it, part-time, full-time. Anyways, I'm going to shut up. Let's get in here and scan some media. And listen, if I'm going to be straight up with you, I don't think I'm gonna find much, and I'll explain why. Let's go. We are back from Mount Joy Gift and Thrift, and I'm gonna spill the beans here on the topic of the video, right? So you guys have never noticed this. I've taken you there in probably about 10 YouTube videos, and I've never found video games in that thrift store, right? So you almost got to be a detective with these things, right? Why doesn't this thrift store have any video games? I go there all the time. Well, those video games are going to somebody behind the scenes before they even hit the sales floor. So a lot of us have a lot of like religious thrift stores, and that one in particular doesn't like putting out video games, anything that contains any kind of violence. So I walk in, right, and you see, they really don't have that many DVDs and CDs, and what they do have, it's usually religious-based or TV sets. They really never have video games. Most of their books are religious books, and I actually found out they work with another local shop. So anything that comes in that doesn't kind of meet their requirements, whether they think it doesn't align with the beliefs of the church or that specific thrift store, it automatically goes in a separate box that particular person goes and pays for and picks up basically in wholesale. So this is why some of your thrift stores just suck. And this is like, I try to tell people, you gotta start, being a detective about these things, because why don't these stores have, specific items? Every time I'm in there all the time. They never have DVDs. Well, you have to inquire about these things and almost do a little bit of legwork, right? Just be curious, like, hey, I'm in here all the time, and you guys never have video games. Like, where are the video games at, right? And then you'll follow the trail of breadcrumbs, and you'll get to the final destination, right? So this is basically one of those situations where, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. And a lot of thrift stores, if it's not, the actual store scanning, they have somebody like myself or somebody else that says, hey, I'll take it all off your hands. So instead of them having to deal with it, they could just throw it in a box and say, all right, we'll put a $10, price tag on this box. This person comes and get it. It's out of our hair. this is happening more than ever. The days of being able to walk into a thrift store and just find a cart full of stuff that's worth crazy amounts of money, they're long gone. We did find some stuff in there, right? Personally, I know they do put out the majority of their books. They don't have a book person that comes and takes all of their leftovers or things they don't align, with that specific store and its values. So most of their books, from my understanding, all go out. But the DVDs, CDs, video games, none of that stuff really hits the sales floor, which is crazy to me, right? Like, how much money in video games are they just giving away out the back door? But it's going on. We did find some decent stuff, though. Let me go digging here. So, first thing we got was this pretty cool Broadway in a box, right? It's got 26 CDs in it, all original Broadway cast recordings. So, I did make sure they're all there, right? I matched the names up. I actually, was reasonable this time and paid attention. Where's the tag at on this? All the CDs and DVDs were half off, like you've seen in the photo. This was $11.99, so we were into this for $6. Let me get my scanner here, my screen recording. And I'll be curious, right? Because a lot of people don't like to pick up slow moving stuff like this, right? You're gonna see here in a second, super slow moving, right? It's like, do I really want to bother with this? Like, most people are going to be like, nah, the rank's too high. The sales score sucks. Well, suckers, you could potentially make $150 off this thing, right? So get out of the mindset of you can't sell slow moving stuff on Amazon. And this isn't inflated. You actually can go into the chart here and see that it's sold for roughly right around $200. So I'll list mine, I'll undercut everybody. Sure, it might take some time to sell, but you see here in the chart that it does have a sell through and that, it will actually sell. Don't be scared to sell the slow moving stuff. I only sell books and CDs that are going to sell overnight. Well, you're missing out on money, and that's fine. I'll just continue. I'll just keep piling away the slow moving stuff and just keep making all the money. That's fine by me. All right, and the next best item we have, you see we mostly got books. I'm just showing you two of the better items of the day. This little textbook here, 3rd edition, Functional Assessment and Program Development for Problem Behavior. We paid a whole $1 for this one. And this will make you, drumroll please, $79 FBA. I mean, guys, if you ain't selling media on Amazon, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, where else are you gonna be able to get something for $1, turn it into 80? You see the sales score. This thing's basically gonna sell the second it gets checked in. Like, I don't come across textbooks like I used to because, like we talked about, most thrift stores scan the stuff themselves. But when you do, it's always nice to, put an extra $80 in your pocket, $150 in your pocket. There's people in the Discord selling $300+ gun books related to guns and gunpowder and all this other stuff. It's crazy out there. That's why I try to tell you all, I've been trying to put you all onto this hustle for years now. It's been years since I started this channel, and I was doing it months before I started the channel. So you're looking at 4 years, but it's never too late to get started. Don't think that it's oversaturated. You're not gonna find stuff. It's never too late to start. You even gotta get nuts with it. Put an extra $300 in your pocket every month. Pay off some debt, put it into retirement. You will be amazed at how easy this business can be once you have the processes, once you understand the sources, and once, maybe have one of these relationships where, hey, I know all the video games are gonna go to Mike out the back door. Ain't nothing wrong with that, and that's a permanent relationship you're probably gonna have in perpetuity, which is crazy. So that's gonna do it for the video. I appreciate you watching. I gotta get this stuff packed up. It is Saturday while I'm recording this wrap up. Any of you that know me, Saturday is my pack prep day. I've been going through the storage unit, converting a lot of FBM to FBA before restock limits hit. So I got to go through my CDs. It's the last thing I got. I already did the DVDs and the books. It's kind of where I'm at today. So I needed to knock this wrap up out, get this stuff sent out, get it out of my apartment, out of my life, and basically this will magically turn into $80, right? It's pretty crazy. And it's funny, right? When you start making money, you start thinking about things in like transactions, like, oh, a tank of gas, $50. Can I just give you like 5 books instead, because that's what I'm going to get paid off Amazon, right? It's pretty crazy when you start ramping this up and start thinking about how silly it is that we can make money selling this kind of stuff. So I appreciate what a terrible ending attempt that was. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more used book videos. Bye-bye.